Hey YouTube, how you doing? Derek Chauvin trial opinion, defense chapter. Well, first thing I'm going to say is that this, the defense part of Derek Chauvin's trial has really opened my eyes up to a few different things. We'll get off into the specific things here in a bit because they're the things that aren't on trial. That's, again, to stay on task. This is about Derek Chauvin's trial. And again, I'm going to repeat this. I believe the man murdered George Floyd. The different spots in the video that caught my attention, even throughout the trial, there's just things that I could not take my head away from. I want to say that it may have even made me more sensitive to other things that were going on, as that's the reason I didn't get this video out on Thursday morning when I wanted to, or Friday morning, I should say. Derek Chauvin is a heartless, cold, empty individual. And I think that if there was somebody that had that same mindset in that jury, then that jury will have one person that disbelieves Derek Chauvin's bosses. That one individual will believe in something that is sacred to the police. Again, we'll get off into that in a bit. Watching this Derek Chauvin trial play out, I've done a little bit of research, and I've come to find out that Derek Chauvin, he had other instances where there was police misconduct involved with a civilian or a citizen. So, having an opinion about him being guilty, that's not hard. As I started noticing some of the different complaints that you can get a hold of, it's like and it's not many. I only was able to find 3. Let's be very clear. I was only able to find 3. It seemed like the force was escalating, not like brutally or anything, but you could, just in the words that were being, it was the victims used to describe the force. It seems like there were subtle increases, but again, I don't do this professionally. Like, I don't. Well, again, that subject is. We'll get off into that subject in a little bit. I don't think that Derek Chauvin woke up in the morning thinking, I'm going to kill George Floyd. I don't. I just don't see that happening. What I do see when I watch those videos, and I watched from the beginning to the end, is I see a monster. A monster that wants to control. As I watched the Chauvin trial, what bothered me the most was not just watching how empty he was and how disconnected he was from taking George Floyd's life, but the joy of not only him but the other officer when I realized that they were, it was joyful, it was entertaining for them to have people feel helpless. They enjoyed making people feel helpless. Not only do they enjoy taking a life, they enjoyed making an individual feel helpless. Individuals. Again, Derek Chauvin is the one that took the life. All right, he's the one that's on trial. So we'll focus this back on him. He not only enjoyed watching a man take his last breath and that man's life leave him, but he also enjoyed the thought of people being mentally disturbed because they could not help that individual. What type of person are you? What creates an individual like that? What allows something like that individual to exist? One, because supposedly in our society, those types of individuals are supposed to be locked up, they're supposed to be in prison. They're supposed to be in lots of places, but they're not supposed to have a badge. They're not supposed to be in a uniform. They're definitely not supposed to be a first responder. You know, this is the part where I say I think most of the police institution is full of narcissists and sociopaths. They protect each other. That's what the thin blue line is about. Don't cross the blue line. It's not about scaring people. It's about telling their own. Don't snitch on each other. We don't snitch on each other. We don't tell. Yes, for you individuals that wear or have that blue, black, and gray flag, you know, the one that's got black bars, gray bars, and gray bars and gray stars, and one blue line going through it. You say you say Blue Lives Matter, and you support Blue Lives Matter. What that flag really means is we don't snitch on each other, and we create chaos. You're protecting people that create chaos. All right, there's an industry that supports these policemen. That's how Derek Chauvin exists in this country. That's how he wears a badge. That's how he has a gun. Right? It's the institution that changed Chauvin. He was already there. The institution is what flipped the switches. Derek Chauvin is guilty of murder. He should go to prison. He should go to prison for the rest of his life. Think about something.